Higgins Lake. Located in Roscommon, Michigan, it is a beautiful freshwater lake where many citizens reside and enjoy warm summers on the boat and frigid winters in the snow. Recreation, fishing, and tourism bring life to this cozy northern Michigan town. However, if we aren't careful, climate change will damage the ecosystem that so many depend on. Warming has accelerated in the Midwest over the past few decades. Average air temperature increased by more than 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit between 1900 and 2010, but by 3 times this rate between 1980 and 2010. By the end of the 21st century, temperatures are projected to rise between 6 and 10 degrees in the winter and 7 to 13 degrees in the summer. But what does this mean for Higgins Lake? There will be many physical and economic impacts if climate change continues to occur at its current accelerating rate. Lake levels will decrease and water supply will be reduced. Water levels are predicted to decrease by 1 to 5 feet by the end of the century. This will be a result of reduced summer flows and increased evaporation due to warmer temperatures and less ice cover. Water quality will also decrease. Increased temperatures will degrade flood-absorbing capacities of wetlands, which will result in increased erosion, flooding, and runoff polluted with nutrients, pesticide, and toxins. Flooding and severe weather conditions will also increase. Heavy precipitation and increased flooding have already begun to increase since the 1920s and are projected to continue to increase in the future. Recreation and tourism may be negatively impacted by climate change. Tourism is one of Michigan's top income-producing industries, bringing in nearly $10 billion annually. Loss of habitat and food resources for migratory birds and waterfowl will affect Michigan's multi-million-dollar birdwatching and hunting industries. Warmer winters mean trouble for northern Michigan since winter recreation is so popular here. Communities and businesses dependent on revenues from winter recreation, such as cross-country skiing, snowmobiling, and ice fishing, could be hit hard. The popular fishing industry in Michigan will also be negatively affected. Fishers will be affected by rain shifts, loss of habitat, and declines of their preferred catch. Cold water species may also decline dramatically as cool and warm water species expand north into Michigan. Invasive species may also change native fish communities as a result of climate change. Crop production will also be affected. Changes in temperature will change the growing season and crop production in northern Michigan surrounding Higgins Lake. Rising temperatures may cause an increase in crop-eating pest infestations, unpredictable cold snaps, and disease. A decrease in crop yield will negatively affect many citizens in the areas surrounding Roscommon who heavily rely on farming and crop production. So what can we do to prevent these things from happening? There are many ways to reduce energy consumption, greenhouse gas emissions, and slow down climate change overall. Switch to renewable energy sources such as wind and biomass. Adjust your thermostats or switch to Nest thermostats. Switch to CFL or LED light bulbs. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Use Energy Star appliances. Walk or bike when possible. Improve vehicle operating practices. Turn off and unplug electronics while they are not in use. Purchase fuel-efficient vehicles. And eat local food and reduce meat consumption.